Hello, hello. Happy Thursday, Shan.
Happy Thursday, Meg. How are we doing today?
We are doing our best.
Our very
We
best.
I have off tomorrow and Monday, so I have to make it through a few more hours and then I am good.
Well,
Then
that's
I
fun.
then I weekend.
I have
But
off, but I have to work tomorrow, so.
that's a no. Hard pass. But want to know the benefit of today? So there's a lot of hockey tonight.
There's a lot of hockey tonight. And you know what? I just have to hope that my COVID vaccine doesn't take me out by 7 o'clock. We're all going to pray that I don't die by 7 o'clock so we can chat Rangers and Flyers, people.
Yeah. How many games are there? All 8 of the East teams are playing tonight. 6 of 8 Central teams. Only 1 West game and 2 North games. But that's a lot of hockey.
How many games is that total? A lot.
4, 7, 10? 10. I'm so good at math, guys. So glad grad school accepted me. But anyway, let's recap what's happened in the last day or so. The NHL officially extended the season for a few teams to May 13th to fit in those last games for the Avalanche and the Blues because of their COVID issues. So the West will hopefully be finished up by the 13th, which is so soon.
I'm really perplexed by this, right? Because they extended it for the West, but the North, with all of this, like the Canucks missed like 20 games and they didn't have to extend the Norths. And then there's like a little one here, a little one there, a little one around for the West, and they have to extend it. Like, I mean, I don't know a ton about the West scheduling, but like I'm
out for a week.
I'm interested.
Well, I had a note here. The Avalanche hasn't played in a week. So that's at least 3 games, and then they can't just like put.
Yeah, they have. So when I was looking at, so the Vegas Golden Knights clinched the playoffs.
Right.
However, the Avalanche have 3 games in hand on the Golden Knights. So
right. It's not like they clinched first.
No, but the Bruins still have 3 games in hand on the rest of the teams in the East, and the East isn't screwed up.
Right, but the spread is just so wide in the West that they just know they're going to be there.
I mean, I guess I respect it. I would rather them fix the schedule and extend it 2 days than like try to literally destroy the West teams and then tell them to go play in a divisional round. Like, I guess I respect that better. But
hey, we'll see what happens. But like you said, Vegas has officially been the first team to clinch a playoff spot. We had our first one get knocked out 2 days ago. First one in Vegas. They got that spot with a 5-2 win over the Sharks, which is exciting. And with the Sharks right now, Vegas is 7-0-0. They have their last game.
They're 7-0-0 in their last 7 games?
No, against the Sharks.
Oh,
Sharks have not beaten Vegas at all this season.
So I know, and I was rooting for the Sharks yesterday because I really was hoping that they could cut the deficit for the 4th seed.
No.
I like the pot stirring at the bottom.
She's like, I want some messiness there. Come give it to me. What's the spread? What's the difference right now? I think I have it written down somewhere. Oh, 16 points between, right? Yeah, between 4th and 3rd right now. That's a spread. That's a lot.
Pretty large spread.
And it didn't help that the Wild beat the Yotes last night. 2 more. So
yeah, I mean, you noted it too offline that Vegas has 2 top-notch goalies, and Mark Stone has 53 points this season, and Mark Stone is getting up there in age. So I mean, we've said it before throughout the season, but Vegas they're getting darn close to a do or die situation because Marc-Andre Fleury's 37, I think. He's
36 or 37.
Not young. Like they're getting darn close to having to go near a rebuild.
But it's true. But I think they have to hold on to this season because it's like if you have 2 top-notch goalies you can rely on and powerhouses like Mark Stone, which I will say till I'm blue in the face right now, I think this is their year. Like they have such
force. If they can beat the Avalanche, they could be.
Well, TBD, that's coming up. I think they play them very soon.
May 13th, you mean?
No, is that their last one?
That's when they extended the division too. I'm gonna
no.
I'm gonna be so out of
they
today.
get Anaheim on Saturday, and then they have 3 days off until their last match, or not last, until they have one more matchup with the Avalanche, and then their second to last game on the 10th is also versus Colorado.
Interesting.
We have 2 left, which honestly at this point is going to be the determining factor of who's number 1 in the West.
Yeah, I mean those 4 points.
They really want that number 1.
Yeah, I'm not confident that they'll make it past Minnesota. Minnesota is an interesting team right now.
Yeah.
But I mean, if we move forward to the Central, the Blackhawks actually beat the Predators last night, which is huge for that 4th spot because
which was shocking for the Blackhawks fans.
We were starting to count out the Blackhawks. I think we can consider them again. I don't know that we can count them in. We can consider them.
We won't count them out. There we go.
Now it's going to be the Blackhawks, the Predators, and the Stars again in consideration for that 4th seed.
Yeah. But when it's like 3-1 at the end of the second, you're kind of like, okay.
Well, and it went to overtime, which means that they did give the Predators a point. So
right, which doesn't help as Dallas is trying to get that 4th.
And Dallas didn't play last night, correct? They played tonight.
Dallas plays tonight, which will be interesting.
They play the Red
Wings.
Great
they play
stuff.
the Red Wings tonight, so that'll be rather interesting.
Well, so the Wild beat the Coyotes. That was not good for the Coyotes. Again, that 4th seed is the Coyotes to lose. They're really trying to lose it.
It just keeps like bumping up that gap. Like, had they almost guaranteed that like if they're 4th, which it's not guaranteed that they're 4th, that whoever the 1 seed is just gets a bye?
I mean, no, because if the Blues are the 4th seed, the Blues are
dark
pesky.
Horse. Would that be the new dark horse champ?
No, I refuse to allow that because of 2019. You can call them the dark horse. You can't call the Islanders a dark horse anymore. That's unreasonable.
I could at the beginning of the season. Thank you.
You can't anymore, though.
No, but like from at day 1,
we can reset and call someone. We can reset and pick a 4th seed to be a dark horse, except for the East. That doesn't count.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the East is kind of just.
The Bruins do not count as a dark horse.
No. In the North, though, Canadians beat the Oilers. I didn't expect that. I think yesterday I was like, it's going to be the Oilers, but clearly not. So they had a 2-game.
How streaky they are. That's great stuff right there. Great stuff.
Yeah, but they had a 2-game set. They split it. So the Oilers are going into a 3-game stint against the Flames. So maybe
it's anyone's game right there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, moving in to
bottom of the North needs it.
What?
The bottom of the North need to prove something in these next 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Well, the Canadians have it pretty comfortably right now. If anybody wants it, they have to fight for it.
Right. So I'm saying they have if it's now or never.
Well, if we take a look at tonight's games, there's a lot happening, like we said.
So much happening.
There's 10 games? I can't count. Like I said, people, the COVID vaccine is really going to do me dirty today. So
tune in tonight for our live stream because Shannon's going to be loopy if she makes it. But the East Division has all 8 teams playing. The one we're streaming tonight is the Rangers-Flyers game. That'll be exciting. Both trying to give that 4th seed a run. Not sure.
I looked earlier though, and the Flyers are 11 points out of the 4th seed. So
hey,
I am reasonably comfortable in saying that they're probably out of it.
You could think that, but the Rangers are not.
Yeah, I don't know. It's getting the deficit is getting so if the Bruins lose tonight and the Rangers win and the Penguins lose, that could be big for the Rangers. Because the Bruins, it doesn't matter. The Bruins have 3 games in hand. They need like they need another soft spot in that. Like
We
another.
need everyone else to lose also.
Well, the Capitals and the Islanders are playing each other, so that's
So someone's got to lose.
and they're tied in points. So I mean, it's not going to matter either way. They're just going to keep flip flopping in first and second until either the Bruins or the Penguins jump up. I don't.
Well, the Penguins matchup is against the Devils, which you would think by seeing the rankings, Devils are 7th, Penguins are 3rd, that would be like, a confident move. It's not. I'm not confident. I'm stressed, but it's okay.
Well,
but
the Bruins have a win streak, so I mean that has to end at some point. So
it'll end soon. But not tonight because you guys are playing the Sabres.
I mean, the hot streak, they haven't lost since the trade deadline.
Yeah.
It has to end soon.
But do you really think the Sabres are going to be the one to do it?
I don't know. Like, I can't. They played the Sabres 5 more times. What, are they just going to keep winning? Like, no.
I mean, you need to lose to the Sabres. It's okay. It's fine. Hey, I'll say it again. The Sabres are so important right now.
They are.
Because whoever they can beat are the ones who are going to struggle.
Our 3 games in hand are against the Sabres. So it's watch us just woo up to first.
Don't stress with me. Do you realize I saw a graphic that the NHL posted the other day? The same 4 teams have been the top of the East for 6 weeks now, since week 8. There's been fluctuation in it, but it's just been these 4 teams the whole time since week 8. And we're in week 14, 15? I don't know.
I mean, it's not a huge surprise to me. Like, we knew that going in. The only big surprise is that the Flyers suck. Like,
yeah, I think that was the biggest shock we've had so far. The Flyers are a joke.
But otherwise, the East is not a shock to anyone. Like, we knew that those teams were going to be good. It was just where they were going to fall. And I'm interested once we get to I don't know if we'll do it at the end of the season or the end of the playoffs, but when we look at our old power rankings and see how they fared to how the end of the divisions fare.
They're going to be rough. It's fine. It's fine. But leaving the East aside, I'm sure we will talk a lot about the East tonight on our live stream. So check it out at 7 p.m.
7 o'clock.
7 p.m. But Central tonight also has 3 games. So
actually, pause. I'm so sorry. We are 3 subscribers away from 300. So if you are intending to join our live stream tonight, if you haven't subscribed to us yet, I'm going to lose my goddamn mind if we don't hit 300 today. Hit the goddamn subscribe button.
Okay, before Shannon keeps threatening the viewers, Central Division, 6 of 8 teams are playing tonight. We have the Blue Jackets taking on the Lightning, which I feel like the Lightning have been a little soft. So and the Blue Jackets are now last in the Central.
Yes, Chloe, I am wearing your hat. Sorry, continue.
Pay attention. Guys, you can give a girl a vaccine. She loses her mind. So Blue Jackets, they need this one. Granted, they're already out pretty much. I just need more teams to be officially out.
They're flat. Well, I mean, they haven't been eliminated, but they're sitting at the bottom doing healthy scratches left and right for no reason.
We just need the official outs and we can stop pretending like we can consider people possible. So Lightning probably will take it. A good matchup though is that Carolina versus Florida tonight. First and second seeds in the Central Division are taking on each other tonight. That'll be a really good game.
They've played 3 games in a row now. They just keep matching up against each other.
But who knows?
You're right. It is a good matchup, and they are showing how competitive they are against one another, which is really important going into the playoffs because I am reasonably confident that they'll face each other in the second round.
Yeah, and I'm not sure who the Panthers have starting in goal tonight, but I'll be curious to see.
That's a good question.
Look how well. Right. So the last game in Central would be the Stars and the Red Wings. The Stars are currently 5th. They are not counted out right now for that 4th spot. So they need this to keep chugging along. The Red Wings kind of counted out in our heads, at least. Panther says Bobrovsky.
Fuck is this website? Thank you, Panther.
But we'll see. I mean, Panthers now they can rely on either one. So who knows? But I think it'll be a good matchup.
Star yet, but.
I have a meeting in 15 minutes. So yeah, the Stars, Red Wings. I think the Stars just they need this if they want to continue.
Yeah.
Too close. But
How many
jumping.
points back are they?
That's a great question. I don't have my lineups up. Hold on. Standings. The Stars are 2. So here's the thing.
So
If
it's
they
not
win, the Preds aren't playing tonight. So they're 2 behind the Preds right now. Except the problem for Dallas, and I was thinking about this a lot earlier. The problem for Dallas is that they have so many overtime losses, which is the reason they are in this position. So when they're tied points with anyone, they're automatically going to be below. So even if they, at the end of this, are tied with the Preds in points, they will not win because so many of those are overtime losses rather than regulation.
They still have games in hand, though, don't they?
Not a lot, I don't think. No, they're 3 games behind the Preds, but the Preds have 25 wins. Dallas only has 19. But they have 12 overtime losses, which is the most of anyone in the Central. Honestly, that might be the most of anyone in the league right now. It is. So those are a lot of bonus points that they have gotten. So anyone who's gone to overtime with them has basically handed them this possibility.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Who's to say? But anyway, jumping out to the West, we have the Avalanche and the Blues. We were saying, I mean, the Blues, who knows? But
the Avalanche haven't played since April 14th.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see if they're rusty. They might be rusty.
Probably.
That would be crucial for the Golden Knights. I mean, they are the Avalanche, though. I don't think they'll be rusty.
Yeah.
The Blues might be rusty from, a day ago because they're the Blues and they make 0 sense.
Because they're just random. But we'll see what happens there. In the North, another 1-2 matchup. We have Maple Leafs and the Jets. They have a 4-point spread right now. So if the Jets want to get up first, they need to get this win.
Ooh, a 7-6 matchup.
Yes.
Senders and the Canucks.
The bottom of the bottom.
I forgot there are only 7 teams in the North for a second. And I was like, who is below the Senators? But then I gathered.
It's like, oh, no one. Duh. But yeah, so the Sens and the Canucks will face tonight, 7-6 in the North. They are only 3 points apart from each other. Granted, doesn't really matter at this point because I don't know how they're not officially out, probably because there's only 7 teams. But I would say that the Sens will probably be the next team officially counted out based on no statistics whatsoever, but just gut feeling.
Well, let's gut check your gut, shall we?
Okay. So they are 13 points behind the 4 seed.
So in the league standings, even though it's not really based on the league, Anaheim is farther behind. I don't know how Anaheim has not been eliminated yet. Oh,
how
because
the Sabres not been eliminated yet.
The Sabres have been eliminated.
Have they?
Yeah, they were. Yes, before the Devils.
Did they? Oh, I missed that. Oh well. I was like, that's shocking. But yeah, so
you have Anaheim in the league standings. We've got Buffalo, New Jersey, Anaheim, Ottawa, Blue Jackets, Detroit, Vancouver, LA.
Yeah. So they're all pretty gone. I was looking at that. The only team whose top 4 are actually in like the top 12, like if you were to take 4 from each, is the East Division. Everyone else has like a random out on the outskirts. Fun fact. What are you looking at?
The games played for each of them.
Oh.
So Colorado has 43 games played, and they're in 4th, which is incredible. The next lowest is Boston at 44.
Mm-hmm.
St. Louis is 43. LA has 43. Vancouver has 39. Again, I don't understand how the North didn't get extended.
Maybe they're just thinking, like, if they're not going to make it anyway.
Yeah, but what if they have to play the Maple Leafs?
That's a good. Well, let's see who's left for the Canucks.
Well, I guess, are there less matchups because there are 7 teams? That might be a dumb question.
No, I think they have more matchups. You still have to play 56 games.
Yeah, so that was a dumb question. I don't know.
They have the Maple Leafs next week on Thursday. And then on Saturday, they have 2 more against the Maple Leafs, and that's it. But their last 3 weeks are pretty crowded. They have 4 games a week for the next 2 weeks.
That's what they did, because every other team in the North has at least 44 games played.
Mm-hmm. So they have 4 games a week for the next 3 weeks.
But it's
a lot of the Oilers. They have 5 left with the Oilers. And then they have 4 left with Calgary, and then 2 with Winnipeg.
This just seems fishy.
And then the Sens today, Saturday, next Monday, next Wednesday.
I would love your opinion, because this just seems a little fishy to me that they gave the West more time to play these games out, but not the North. Primarily,
they're teams that have chances.
Exactly. But I'm big on bias this week because of the Women's World Championship being canceled and not the men. So I'm big on bias this week, and it's seeming like this is a little bit of bias.
Call it out. Call it out.
Seeming.
But we'll talk. I'm sure we will talk a lot more about that later. But for now, that's what we have coming up. Excuse me. Tonight, if you are watching this right now, you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel before Shannon devours you as a person, please subscribe, and we'll try to do some type of fun thing when we get to 300 for real. So stay tuned. But in the meantime, time to go back to work. Hope everyone enjoyed this little afternoon break, and we will catch you guys tonight, 7 p.m. live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Check it out.
Adios.